I just want to shoot this very quick video today and talk to you a little bit about shortlets, what the market's doing and things you should consider before taking that path. With that in mind, I'm joined here Tuesday morning by my lovely colleague Angie, who specialises in shortlets. Angie, thank you very much for joining me today. It's really, really appreciated.
My pleasure, Danny.
So we wanted to throw 5 things that you should consider before taking the path of actually doing any shortlets, whether that's with a shortlet specialist agent or whether that's privately via Airbnb or any of the other portals. So Angie, with that in mind, what would you recommend that a landlord should consider before taking that path?
Well, one of the first things I would recommend is, of course, make sure that your lease allows it actually. So please, it's good advice to go through your lease, read it. If you have any questions, ask your attorney. And if not, the managing agent always knows the answer to this question as well. So,
right.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you say lease, by the way, just to clarify, you do mean the head lease, so whether it's a period conversion or a new build, they should be actually looking at the head lease and seeing what restrictions are there. Is that right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Closely tied with this one comes number 2,
yeah.
Danny, is making sure that you have that you're on board with your council. So make sure that it's allowed by your council to actually do short-term lets in your building or in your area.
Okay. And councils sometimes have different regulations. So, for example, Camden Borough, Islington Borough, the Westminster Borough may have different regulations. Is that right?
Yes, regulations in that if it's allowed or not.
Understood.
Okay. Yeah. If it is allowed, all the rules after that and regulations are pretty much similar.
Understood. Okay. And what would be your third?
My third would probably be mortgage. Okay. Keep in mind that some mortgage owners don't allow it, so you always have to check with them first. I know you've had issues. I haven't had issues with short-term lets, a mortgage provider not allowing it, but I know you've had cases with your HMO, so it's always a good idea to consult with them first.
Absolutely. So we've had landlords, not clients of ours, but landlords call us asking for advice because they found themselves in situations where their mortgage advisors, the mortgage providers actually, didn't allow HMOs, and what they did was they found themselves in a really sticky situation in terms of their providers asking for the full repayments to be made immediately. So absolutely, you don't want to find yourself in that situation, so please be careful, check with your mortgage providers. So what would be the fourth one that you would recommend?
Well, the question of insurance, home insurance usually comes up.
Yeah.
A lot of, there's one portal, that Airbnb, that actually covers it, even though they're becoming more and more strict as to when they're if they're going to actually pay a claim or not.
Yeah.
Almost all owners have insurance on their property. However, they don't insure that the contents are not insured. So this is something that you might want to look into. I would always advise never keep anything of high value in the property. Never. You don't want it to be damaged. And even if it's of sentimental value and not monetary value,
of course, yeah.
Don't leave it there. Just keep it with you, because some things are irreplaceable.
Yeah, and I've seen this happen actually with landlords, even whether it's long term or short let. There's sometimes there is an emotional connection to the home, even though it is a rental property, and they still have items there that are of sentimental value. So absolutely, great advice.
Yeah. And number 5 would probably be, well, depending on if an owner is going to take on this challenge on their own or going to go through an agent. If they're going to go through an agent, then things are simple. They take care of it from end to end. However, if someone is considering doing it on their own, I would just say, do a few online courses, or join a blog group, have some questions answered, or have someone help you with your numbers. It could be an accountant or a friend, a coach. It's like any other business. Just have someone to hold your hand while you walk through the business and help you, keep you accountable on your numbers and see if it's profitable for you.
I love that final one, Angie. So number crunching, if you're not good at it, get someone to help you through the numbers. Actually, I have a landlady and actually friend that has a portfolio, a small portfolio of properties up in Scotland. And that's what she does. She does her number crunching. She's reviewing her numbers in terms of expense, these revenue over the year to see if the short-term strategy actually works for her and actually whether it's worth the time of the investment the long term. So absolutely great advice. I love that final one. So that in mind, thank you so much, Angie, for joining me today on the Tuesday mornings. Really, really appreciated. So if you need any more advice from myself or specialist short-term agent, Angie, please feel free to reach out to us. Whether you're looking to do it with a short-term specialist agent or privately, we're here to help, so feel free to reach out. Thank you so much. Have a great week ahead.
Thanks. Good luck. Bye-bye.